going to ask about what was wrong with the victim. They never ask what's wrong with the system that empowers and arms people that ought not be armed.
Amen. Amen, Rev.
So we're not going to be quiet on this. And this is something that we got to fight. I have never in my life, and I've been in this for decades, seen a woman in her house. She called. Talking about she thought an intruder was there. How do you end up over some hot water? And he began making up his alibi while the tape was still running.
Yeah.
Thank God that we got the camera stuff by law.
Amen.
But why y'all concerned, Reverend Al? They've already charged them and busted them. They did the same with Laquan McDonald. Look what happened.
Yes, they did.
Y'all got a funny way of getting the justice in Illinois. So we thought we'd come and help y'all understand that people that are killed need to be treated the same and equally. If that was the other way around, where a civilian had done that to a policeman, they would face justice. This policeman needs to face justice, and we need to have new laws in this country to prohibit cops like this.
That's right.
All right, let's open up. We'll take a couple of questions. Let's hear from the family before we take your question.
We will have Jimmy Crawford, Summer's father, come up and speak about their truths. And remember this, y'all, the reason Reverend Al and the National Network and all the other civil rights groups have to come and fight for justice is because of what happened at the beginning. When Jimmy and Shadia got there that morning after she was killed and all the blood was still on the floor, and they're asking what happened, who did this, they did not get a straight answer. They thought it was some prowler or somebody who shot Sonya Massey. They, just like Breonna Taylor, Reverend Al, when her mama showed up at the apartment, they never told her that it was the cop who shot her. And so Jimmy's going to tell you about what happened when he arrived with Shadia. Where you at, Shadia? Come on up. They were the first two on the scene from the family.
You say your name is spelled as well.
My name is Shadia, and it's Shadia. Massey, Massey. She's my cousin.
And I'm Jimmy Crawford, JIMMIE CRAWFORD, and Summer's my daughter. That's my child's mother.
Well, Jimmy, you want to go ahead?
Now, it's a shame. This is a crying shame. It don't make no sense. It's hard for two parents to raise a child. Now it's only one parent. You know, I'm lost for words. I showed up at the scene first. Her mom called me, and I don't know how I drove there, but I drove there and made it there. And there's so much of a cover-up from when one law enforcement agency lied to the next agency to tell them that she did this to herself. Because they told me that we're investigating it. We know she had problems with the neighbor. It didn't make no sense. Because the neighbor's outside calling my name. Jimmy, I need to talk to you. So how do you get confused with an investigation and you know you killed her yourself? You know you shot this woman and you told another agency that you lied. Now listen to me real carefully. There's two law enforcement agencies, one lying to the next. Who can we trust? They can't trust one another. You get me? They can't trust one another. When one agency is lying to the next, I get there and they tell me we don't know who did it, we're investigating it, and led me to believe another black woman did it.
My Lord.
And I knew it didn't make no sense because the black woman was outside calling my name. She wanted to tell me what she saw. And then me and her cousin Shadia showed up to clean up the mess because we family.
And Shadia, you want to say why you were trying to clean up the blood? Like you told me?
So yes, I decided to go and clean up the crime scene because my niece and nephew wanted to get into their home to get some belongings, and they didn't want to see their mother's blood.
It's a shame before God, Reverend Al, that she was there with towels and towels of blood trying to clean it up so Summer and Malachi wouldn't have to see what the police officers did to them. And before we take your questions, we're going to have Uncle Raymond Massey just address you. And finally, we're going to have her son Malachi, who was the first one notified. Uncle Raymond, you want to tell them a little bit about who your niece was and how you've been keeping your sister and everybody focused on justice?
So it's Raymond Massey. It's R-A-Y-M-O-N-D, and it's M-A-S-S-E-Y. And I just want to say that Sonya was a beautiful black queen. She just so happened to be my niece, and she should be here with us today. Sonya called me anytime that she had an accomplishment. She was so proud, and she would call me. And the only thing she talked about was her accomplishments, her kids, and God. Sonya loved her kids. She loved them. And Summer and Malachi, I call them daily. And to hear them say that they're having nightmares and not being able to sleep just breaks my heart. And Donna, I love you so much. And Donna was my mentor. Donna is the reason for a lot of my successes. And I will always thank you for that, and I will be here for you and Mr. Wilburn till the end. Thank you. I also wanted to just take a moment that when this happened, the amazing team of Ben Crump was on the ground, running as soon as they hit the ground. And we truly, truly appreciate all that you have done. Thank you so much, and what you will do. So on behalf of the Massey family and Donna, I also would like to, there's a lot of love and support all over the world, and we are just overwhelmed and so appreciative of that. So I'm going to end with just saying, would you please keep your thoughts and prayers with our family. Thank you.
Amen. Ms. Donna, you want to say anything? Huh? Just if you want to say it. This is Sonya's mother, Donna Massey.
They said Sonya had mental issues. What started it was she started getting a feeling. She kept telling us, "Mom, I'm going to die. Mom, I'm going to die." I said, "Stop saying that, because it happened." She said it 4 days, all day, to me and Malachi. And we thought we were triggering her. She kept saying, "Why are you mad at me?" We said, "We're not mad at you." She said, "But I'm going to die." And she told us over and over and over for